Welcome to this tip about motor control and stages of learning. Now, what am I saying there? Basically, I want to teach you of how do you know when to progress in the workout and how do I know when I go to stage 2 and 3. So one is if you're finding yourself moving really efficiently and effectively through the workout, you anticipate what's coming next. You're really good with your form, so you think you're good with your form, but I know you're good with your form. You're doing well. Well, then you can jazz it up and you can add on the variations that we've taught you of how to bring it up a notch. But something else you want to consider is that when you need to learn, we go through what we call these stages of learning. When you're learning something new, you're unconscious or subconsciously incompetent. And what we mean by that is you don't know that you don't know how to do the movement pattern. Your body doesn't know what to do. With cueing that the teacher provides and the DVD may provide, or if you're doing cueing, if you're doing training with a trainer, you become consciously aware of maybe some of the postural patterns you may have that make the exercise easier, some of the compensations we tend to see. Not that you're doing it wrong, your body's just finding a way to do it. And we call that consciously incompetent. Not the best terms, but that's really what it is. We're trying to make you aware of what you might be doing wrong within the exercise. You then come to a point where you move from that consciously, constantly thinking about something to more of a subconscious, competent stage. And that means that you're consciously, well, first you go through consciously competent, where you start to really think about, okay, now I've done my body scan, I know my ribs should drop, okay, great, my shoulders are down. You're almost having this self-talk constantly go through your head. And then you get to a point where you're doing like the jumping series and you're not even consistently thinking about, oh, my pelvis, oh, my shoulders. You're moving through it and you're able to listen to your iPod. You're subconsciously competent through the exercise. And the best way I can describe this is if you've ever seen beam and immediately put their hands on their hips and do their little check and then come up. They automatically know when they come up into this position, they're completely posturally erect, everything's firing. They don't have to think about what every little thing's doing in their body because what they have to think about is their next movement pattern. And you'll find yourself transitioning from thinking where everything's going on in my body, how do I drop my shoulders, there's so many things to think about, to all of a sudden your mind is quiet and you're able to anticipate the next movement pattern. That's how you're going to know that it's ready for you to progress.